So do I need 20% down? Do I need perfect credit? How much do I need for a down payment? Those are the questions so many of our first-time home buyers are asking. And good news, we have answers. I'm Lindsay Benton with Live.Laugh Denver Real Estate Group, and I'm here with Lolita from FirstBank, and she is one of the baddest women in the game. I love working with her so much, and she has been so helpful for so many of our clients and through an organization we work with. So Lolita, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Of
I'm
course.
really glad to be here.
Yes, awesome. So I guess I'll start with like, what do you find is the biggest myth out there that keep renters from getting into home ownership?
I feel like when people come to meet with a lender, someone like me, they always think that they have to put more money down, but you can get into a home with as little as 3% down. You just need 3% down plus some closing costs, then you can buy your dream home. But you don't need 20% down. Yes, if you don't put 20% down, you're going to have like mortgage insurance, but you can get your home with only 3% down,
Yes.
which is
Yeah, I love
amazing.
that. Yeah, because if you have to put 20% down in home prices today, I mean, you're losing. You can't save that much, right? I mean, we
It's
can't even
hard. It's hard to
estimate,
even
right?
save like 10,000, right? So,
Totally,
yeah.
totally. So speaking of down payments, I know that you work a lot with buyers who are using grant programs, some of which are specific to FirstBank and some of them, some of which, you can access elsewhere. But can you tell me about a couple of your first-time home buyer grant programs?
Yeah, sure. So we have a few down payment assistance programs to first-time home buyers. So we work with Impact Development Fund. So they are giving like a 30,000 down payment assistance, up to 30,000 down payment assistance, and that will be for first-time home buyers. And of course, there's some income limitation, but we can always chat about that in details. But yeah, we have up to 30,000 from Impact Development Fund, and we're also working with Colorado Housing Assistance Corporation. They're offering up to 15,000 down payment assistance to first-time home buyers, and there is also income limitation for any down payment assistance. They have to be some like income limitation. And we
Yeah.
also have two specific programs for first-time home buyers who identify themselves as Black or African Americans. So we have a 10,000 PATH grant. So it's a grant, you don't have to pay it back. And we also have a 40,000 down payment assistance program. It's a Deerfield down payment assistance program that you can use. So you can combine those two, the PATH and the Deerfield, and get up to 50,000 to use for your down payment and closing costs.
That is awesome. That's so
Yeah.
awesome. So how does somebody qualify as a first-time home buyer?
So you haven't owned any home in the last 3 years, basically.
Okay.
Let's say, yeah, and you
'Cause I
qualify
think,
as a first-time home buyer.
yeah, because that could be a little tricky, right? I owned a home. I may have lost it in the last recession, right? Or
Hmm.
decided to sell it for whatever reason. But here we are 10 years later, I could still qualify as a first-time home buyer and access those grants.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
awesome. That's good to
Yep.
know. And then one more personal question for you. You own your home?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So what do you find is like the most amazing part of being a homeowner that you want to share with others as they go on the journey themselves?
I would say knowing that this is our home and we are going to leave this to our kids, and it's going to create like wealth, like generational wealth to
Yeah.
like generations to come. That's a huge thing. And knowing that I'm building equity in my home, I'm not paying like, because if you pay rent, you're just like paying someone else mortgage, right? Now we know that we're making this payment, but it's for our home and we're building equity and will help our generations to come.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that subjective beauty of being able to have a home, right? That feels good. And then
Yeah,
it's the objective financial gain of being able to establish that long-term wealth for future generations. And also just freedom for yourself, right?
100%.
And to
Yeah,
have the
and
money every
rent.
day you need it.
Exactly, we know because rent kept going up before we bought. Yeah, they were increasing rent like every year, and we're like, now at least you can plan and project because you know your monthly payment is going to stay the same, so you can just like plan and save to do something else, which is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gives you that
Thank you so much,
stability that you
Lolita.
need.
Sorry, say again.
It gives you that stability that you need.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that stability you need to like not just live your life more fulfillingly, but also I find that you give back more too.
100% agree. Yep.
Yeah, more in the community. Well, I am so
Yes.
thankful to know you personally as a friend and now professionally and now personally as a friend. And we'll definitely be staying in touch. Thanks for sharing your experiences with us today. And everybody, I'll make sure you have her contact information in case you want to check with FirstBank. Having been from a small town, I consider FirstBank the small town bank of Denver Metro. And I know I do quite a bit of banking with FirstBank, both for businesses as well as or both for checking and savings accounts, right? And also for the lending side. So appreciate all you do to give us opportunities to invest in our community and invest in our long-term wealth. So thank you. Of
You're welcome. Thank you.
course, we'll talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.